see from the title of this video, Anthony and I have been struggling with infertility for a year and 4 months now. This whole journey has been hard, but I just want to start off the video right now by saying that we are both okay. Like, we're not super heartbroken over this right now. We're in a place where we are just, you know, praying that it happens when it happens. And I think that we both kind of feel thankful that God has made us wait this long, because a lot of things happened in the past year that we had not anticipated at all when we first decided to try. But that doesn't mean that we're, you know, that we don't want a baby. We do. And we do have our moments. I have my moments, especially every time, you know, the monthly, or for me it's like every other month, but the every other month reminder for me that, you know, I'm not pregnant. Those are always hard, but for the most part we're doing good. So now I will move on and explain a little bit. So basically this video is a bunch of clips from over the last year and 4 months that we've been trying. It kind of goes over the before and after my HSG test, which was really scary for me, and then a lot of it is just me kind of expressing how I felt during the time. In the beginning, I struggled a lot more with the reality of the situation than I am now. I think that I was just so excited and hopeful, and I kind of had a feeling that it wasn't going to be easy for me. I don't know if that's just because I have like always had cycle irregularities or if it's, you know, God was just kind of preparing my heart. I'm not really sure, but I was kind of hoping that me documenting all of this would in some way help somebody else going through the same thing. I mean, I'm only 22. Anthony is what? He's 24. Yes. I almost forgot my husband's age, y'all. It's not good. Anyways, I'm 22 and Anthony is 24. And so we're really young, and being this young and having this as an issue already is scary, because, you know, we want more than one kid, we know for sure. So, you know, and we're hoping to do that at a fairly young age. But like I said, we're doing okay. This has been hard, and you'll see through the process my mindset clearly shifts at, you know, a few given points. But I'll let you guys watch the clips and I will talk to you after. We are trying to have a baby. I'm so excited about it. So right now I started reading Taking Charge of Your Fertility, and I'm taking my basal body temperature every morning. I'm going through all the hoops. I already started taking a prenatal vitamin. There's this movie called Facing the Giants, and the wife in the movie, she was having infertility problems. I think it was her or the husband, but anyways, they were struggling to have a baby, and she had said in one of the scenes that she didn't know that she could miss somebody so much that she had never even met yet. And that is, I cried when I heard that, because that is a perfectly accurate description of how wanting a child when you don't have one feels. Yes, I'm excited. I don't know how long this is going to take for us to get pregnant. You know, when we were praying about it, I kind of got a weird answer, I felt like, from God. It wasn't really a yes or a no as far as I'm going to give you a baby now goes. It was sort of like a try and trust whatever happened. Yes, so I don't know if I'm ever going to post this. This was really spur of the moment thing. But if I do ever post this, thank you for watching. We'll see what happens. Hi, I just wanted to do an update from my last video where I had mentioned that my husband and I were going to try to have a baby. You know, we obviously haven't been trying for very long, but it's just going to be an interesting experience. Like, I already feel like I haven't had a period in so long, and I'm on cycle day 29, haven't ovulated yet, which means I could have like 20 plus more days of my cycle depending on when my ovulation does come. I need to be patient. I just need to be patient. I think that that's going to be it for this one. Bye. I'm just sitting on my bathroom floor. There's better lighting in here. We started in December. It's almost March. I haven't ovulated during this entire time. My doctor told me I have an ovulatory disorder, or my nurse practitioner. And so she referred me to a fertility clinic, but I've only been trying for a couple of months. I don't want to go to a fertility clinic. I don't want to get all of the invasive testing done just because I have an irregular period. And I am fresh off the pill, and I know that that can cause all kinds of wacky things like not ovulating or not starting your period. I haven't had a period since December sometime, and it's almost March. I'm not pregnant. That's not it. My body is gearing up for round 3 of ovulation attempt over this period of time that I've been tracking. It's really weird being able to see your body trying to ovulate and feel your body trying to ovulate, but then it failing over and over again. So we will see if it works this time. I'm gonna feel really dumb if I get pregnant soon for being so emotional, but you know, I know some women have to wait for so long, and my heart really goes out to them. It really does. I don't think that I'm going through some like horrible trial or anything like that. I just think I'm battling my own emotions. And, you know, part of this is because I have wanted a baby forever. I just always wanted to be a mom, and I know that it's no walk in the park. I mean, I'm a nanny, and that's hard. And I don't even, you know, I don't have to stay there the whole entire day. I don't have to sleep there. When you have long cycles, you have even less of a window to get pregnant, or fewer times a year, I should say. I know that God's time is better than mine. If I had 2 buttons, and one that said God's way and one that said my way, I'd still hit the button that said God's way. So, I'm just battling my own human emotions. So, I am on my way to my HSG appointment with Anthony. I was literally only able to get through the past few days by like binge watching Netflix. I smile when I'm nervous too, so if I look happy, it's my nerves. I have done research on the test, and I have watched other YouTube videos about the test, and a lot of the YouTubers that I watched said that the pain was like bad cramps, but then I went to the comment section and read a ton of comments where women were saying that it was the most horrible pain they ever experienced, and I'm very nervous about that. Obviously the test results, but I guess I haven't been super anxious about the results in particular, just because I have a feeling my issue is hormonal. When I get very nervous or scared, there's a verse that I like to recite over and over again, and it is kind of, I don't know, it helps me, but it's the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want verse, and I recite the whole thing on repeat, and it makes me calm. So I'm gonna get back to doing that with my eyes closed while I prepare for this. I know I sound like a big baby over it. So many people have gone through so much worse, but I have never been through anything like this. I've had 4 surgeries, and those don't scare me anymore because I know I'm gonna be put to sleep and just deal with it when I wake up. But I'm gonna be awake, and it's gonna be invasive. I will update you guys when I get out. Sorry the camera's so shaky. I have it balancing on my knee, and I, as you can tell, have not even been able to look at the camera. So I'll talk to you when I get out. Haven't even started yet, and I already cried. I'm so nervous.
So I'm home from the appointment. It was not as painful at all as I thought it was going to be. Like, I've had cramps that were worse than that test. I did cry the whole time just because I had anxiety. I was uncomfortable. My fallopian tubes are open. One of them was like, it was clogged or something, because he had trouble getting the dye into it at first, but after like maneuvering me around and him pumping more dye in, he got it to go through. So it was okay. Everything in there is fine. And just for any people who are watching this for their like informational purposes, like they're going to be getting it done, it was not that bad for me at all. I've really had cramps that were much worse than that, and it was just uncomfortable cramps. Like I wouldn't even classify it quite so much as bad cramps. It was just like an uncomfortable feeling. It didn't take that long either. How long do you think I was in there for, babe?
Not even 20 minutes.
Not even 20 minutes. And I was not even getting like worked on for a large portion of that time. So my experience was pretty good. I'm so relieved to have it over with. I'm so glad to have it past me and be done with that part and just move on to the next parts. And we will see how those go. So I will update you guys on our next experience. Bye. Hey, so I thought that I would do a quick update on how my trying to have a baby experience is going, and I don't really remember what my last video was about. I want to say it was the HSG test, and since then I have to do an ultrasound, and yeah, Anthony has his test. That's pretty much it. And we'll have a consultation with the doctor while I get my ultrasound done. I just have been at like a really weird place in my relationship with God lately. In the past few weeks, like this year, so many things have happened, but the past few weeks I have really come out of it. Like, praise God. So it is July 22nd today. We've been trying to have a baby for December, January, February, March. Yeah, 7 months tomorrow. It's not a super long time, but I've had 2 periods this year, and one of them was from taking medication to make my period start, so I didn't even ovulate that time. So it's just been kind of like a weird thing. Like, we've been trying for 7 months, but I couldn't have gotten pregnant during that time because I'm not menstruating. I don't know what's going on with me still. It's been a while for my birth control to still have affected me, but I am at the point, like, whatever God wants, I am totally fine with. It has been a roller coaster, but I just feel really good about where I'm at right now in life, and if that means that I have to endure years of this, then I just want what God wants, and I want him to use me however he chooses to use me, and I feel in my heart that God will give me a child. I don't know when. I just feel like it was God affirming his promise in me that he will give me a child, because I feel like that is something that he has put in my heart. Yes, by the time you guys see this, I have no idea if I will actually be pregnant or not. I will see you in my next clip. Hi, so I just wanted to give an update on my fertility journey. So at this point, Anthony and I have been technically trying for about 14 months now. There have been a few months there that we like kind of weren't trying. We had a lot of things going on, and I just want to kind of update over this process that we've been going through. I'm so glad that I did this, because looking back and watching the previous videos, or clips I should say, really shows me how far I've come emotionally through this process. I was struggling with depression really bad, and I still do, on and off, but I have just learned so much about my mental health, about my body and my hormones, things that I can do to help myself, that I have been doing to help myself. Right now, as far as my cycle goes, it's gone from being kind of crazy since I got off birth control to fluctuating between like 38 to like 50 days, which is a lot better than it was before. My luteal phase is 13 days every time, which is really good. That makes me happy. I have been researching my symptoms, and they kind of lean towards me having estrogen dominance and just being low in progesterone. That's kind of self-diagnosing, and I don't really know what exactly is wrong. Like, we stopped doing everything with the fertility clinic. We have so much going on in our lives right now. Like, I feel like God definitely knew what he was doing when he did not allow me to get pregnant for this time, because this year has honestly been so crazy. My husband and I are actually moving to North Dakota in less than 2 weeks now, and so I just could not imagine doing this with a baby also. So I mean, we'll see what the future has to hold, but I guess I just wanted to give an update and just tell you guys that at this point in my journey, this is where I'm at. You know, it's been a while, and yes, sometimes it does still feel scary, the thought of, you know, what if we can't have babies? That makes me really sad. I really, really want to be able to carry my own children, but I also love the thought of adopting one day. So we'll just see what God has planned, and I'm just taking it day by day, month by month, and I'm really not putting any pressure on it at this point. Like, we're not planning our intimate time around my ovulation at this point. Like, we're just kind of going with the flow and seeing what happens. I think that's the best thing for us both mentally right now, and financially, and just in general with everything going on in life. It's just crazy. But yeah, so I just wanted to give a quick update because I haven't filmed about this in a while, and I have no idea like at what point in my journey I'm going to actually share this. Like, it might be when I'm pregnant, it might be, you know, when I'm in North Dakota. Like, we might decide to just like come out about it, or at 2 years of trying, or a few years of trying. I don't know how this whole thing is gonna play out. We will see. When you watch this, you watch this, but I don't know. Anyways, thank you for watching. I guess you will see me in the next clip. Okay, bye.
Overall, I think the biggest lesson for me through this whole thing has been that I have no control over anything, no matter how badly I want something, and I just have to trust God. And you know, maybe I'll conceive naturally, and maybe I will have to continue to pursue medical help. I don't know. We're not pursuing it anymore, and there's more on that in the video, but I hope that it doesn't come to that. If that's what we have to do, then I'll accept it. And you know, I think that at that point my mindset will probably be a lot worse than it is now. I think what's getting me through is just us not stressing so much about it and just letting it happen naturally. But if it does come to that point where we do have to pursue medical help, I will have to, you know, do it in a manner that is also glorifying God with my demeanor, because I don't think that I was doing that. I was not having very much faith in the beginning. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. Let me know what you think in the comments, or if this is something you've experienced. Just share your experience with me. It's always encouraging to know other girls my age deal with this, because you know, you're kind of made to believe that this is your prime, that it's not super hard to get pregnant, and then when you try and it's a lot more complicated than just doing it, that sucks. So yeah, feel free to share your stories if you're willing, and if not, I totally understand why. I hope that this helps. Thank you for watching, and I will maybe see you in my next video. Bye.